trip's gonna be a little bit different than my previous videos. Today I'm in Guatemala with my wife on a little vacation here, and we're looking to climb this volcano, Acatenango. Hopefully I pronounced that right. You can actually, from our little hotel here, you can see it behind me there. So yeah, I just woke up. My wife's still sleeping a little bit. We're gonna get picked up by our shuttle, head to the trailhead, and hike up there.
Pretty sure this will turn out on camera, but as you can see, it is an active volcano. Right now looks like it's off-gassing a bit. A few weeks ago, about a month ago, there was a pretty massive eruption that required some evacuation, so hopefully you don't get anything like that today, but we might see some lava flows and definitely see some off-gassing, so.
All right, Erica's behind me here. That's my lovely wife. We're on our way to the pickup point. Gonna grab coffee and hang out. All right, pickup spot's behind me there. Just waiting for the bus, I think it is, to come pick us up. So be hopping on that soon. So we're here at the trailhead. There's this little village here that some people are renting some gear, getting coffee, and just sort of stretching and getting ready to hit the trail. It's about 4.5 miles up, I think, 5,000 feet of elevation gain, so it's going to be pretty intense. I've never done quite that much elevation in a short period of time, so we'll see how we do it. All right, we're about half a mile in now, and just taking a quick break. Pretty steep. It's pretty slick because it's very gravelly, very soft ground, but we're cruising, making time. All right, so we're at about 8,600 feet of elevation above sea level. I'm from New York City, so I'm used to, basically sea level, so you can definitely feel the altitude a little bit. We're gonna get to a maximum altitude at around 12,800 and something feet. So still got a ways to climb, but I think we'll be okay. Got another one coming. Come on through. We are in the clouds, getting pretty high up. All right, so we've made it out of the kind of like farmland area, and we're in the forest now. So it's pretty tropical right now. From what I understand, it's going to become more of an alpine forest as we get higher in elevation. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see the change of the biota as we increase in elevation. What do you think, Erica? You want to hop on? All right, as I mentioned earlier, we're gonna enter more of an alpine forest. So you can see the trees are starting to get more piney. I believe they're called conifers. So All right, we're at our lunch break spot now. What do we got on the menu here, Erica?
Chicken, rice, veggies.
Nice. Yeah, chicken, rice, and veggies, and just having a little cerveza to give myself the motivation to finish this off. In terms of mileage, we're a little over halfway done, but we've done the majority of the elevation gains, so shouldn't be too stressful the rest of the way, but still got some miles to go. Could be wrong, but I think that's Antigua over there, so not exactly sure, but our hotel is somewhere down there. All right, so the last portion of this trek seems to be relatively flat. At this elevation, any ups and downs kind of hurts for sure. We're not acclimatized, and we noticed our lips were turning a little blue earlier, and that was kind of interesting, a little scary. But once we sat and caught our breath, they turned back to our nice pink lip color, and so I don't think we're gonna die. All right, so it's not too bad, but you can kind of see the middle of Erica's lower lip there. It's just a dot of blue, so she's not gonna die, but I think she'll benefit from sitting and catching her breath for a little bit. Start to see some clouds rolling over top of us here. I think we're gonna get wet in a couple minutes. So we're in the clouds, but we're not really getting wet at all like I've experienced in the White Mountains. So it's nice that we're able to stay relatively dry, other than our sweat, of course. All right, it's getting pretty foggy over here. It's about 58 degrees. Not cold yet because we're moving, but temperature's definitely dropping a little bit, and humidity's increasing. Kind of spooky over here. Just a sheer drop to nothingness. Come in. All right, we're in the final stretch here. We're just taking one last little break, and then we're finding camp. I'm not really sure what the sleeping situation is going to be like, but apparently they got sleeping bags and sleeping pads there for us, so should be nice and toasty tonight. All right, I forgot to film it when we got there, but back up there in the fog is our base camp. My wife Erica, she's staying behind, hold down the fort, and a couple of us here are going to go do a night, or it'll turn into nighttime by the time we get back, but a night hike of the volcano. So hopefully these clouds break and we'll see something. All right, you can kind of see some burnt trees and a lot of dead trees in this area. I guess there's a couple eruptions that happened recently that there's some lava flow that came up here and almost made it up to the camps. And there was an eruption about a month ago, actually, and some of the toxic gases made it up towards the camps and shut down the area that we're camped at for a while. So hopefully that doesn't happen today, but I'm hopeful that it won't. I'm not an expert, but I'd imagine either some floods or lava flow came through this to cut down that way. Right, I don't want to jinx us, but we're starting to get some breaks in the clouds. see like a sea of clouds there, so I'm pretty optimistic we'll get a view. Sorry for the shaky camera there. All right, so we're at the kind of convergence between the two mountains here. So it's all uphill from here, but we don't have too far to go. It's just going to be a slow go because it's extremely steep, but just taking a quick break and then we're going to head up. Cheers. Alright, hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay with the wind. Try to block it a little bit. We're at the summit here, taking in the beautiful views. Nothing much to see yet, but I have a feeling it's going to break soon and we'll get a view of Antigua and possibly the volcano and base camp. So if I spot that, I'll point it out later. Otherwise, if I don't turn this back on, it's because we didn't see shit. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but over there is base camp. This is a beautiful sunset we're watching. Alright gang, this might be the best I can do. We'll see if it clears up any more than that. See it, but that's the volcano up there. I'm gonna hang out up here for a little bit. You can see it off-gassing a little bit. It's quite beautiful. Hopefully we'll see some lava flow. That'd be nice. All right, I'm not going to do any selfies because you're not going to be able to see me at all, but we're starting to head back now. A couple of our group is in front of us there, a couple behind me. Those lights you see, those are some of the camps. I don't know exactly which one's ours, but I think we're one of them. Trail headlamps behind me here. Turn mine off so you can see me. Alright, I don't know how well we'll be able to see it when we get to the bottom, but there's lights way up there. I think that's where we have to get to. So, kind of see some headlamps going up the trail in the middle. Still got probably about an hour till we're back to camp. If we're lucky. But we're gonna have a campfire, some s'mores, hot chocolate. It's gonna be great. Alright, I look a little creepy right now, but yeah, we made it back to camp. It took us about 3.5 hours, 4 hours round trip. Not too bad. We had some dinner, had some marshmallows by the fire, and now we're gonna head to bed. So, see you in the morning. Well, good morning. As you can see, it's still very dark out. We're getting ready to head up to the top of Acatenango here and watch the sunrise. So it's about an hour hike up. We're hoping to get up there about 15 minutes early so we can watch the sunrise, and yeah, we'll tune in when I get back up there. All right, so the orange off in the distance there, it's Guatemala City, right there. Getting pretty close. Sun's starting to rise behind me there. Well, not quite rising, but it's starting to get bright. All right, almost at the summit. Got like 15 minutes till sunrise, so perfect timing. All right, it's Fuego volcano over there, and sunrise is coming up over there somewhere. So, this is absolutely stunning. I can't believe it. This is so pretty up here. Oh, it's got to be one of the most amazing views I've ever seen in my life. I'm speechless. Time to head back, get some breakfast, and take in these views some more before heading back down to town. I don't know how well this is going to show up, but got some frost here. Even in Guatemala, you still get some frost. I'm gonna keep that in. Now, it's very dusty up here, so I'm getting a little sneezy. Pretty sketchy looking trail here. With Volcano Fuego in the background there. All right, we made it back to camp. Let me give you a quick tour here. So, everyone's chilling by the campfire. Got our little breakfast going on. Got a little bird hanging out here. These are the nice little shacks that we're staying in. And here's our view. That's the volcano erupting over there. And way off over there is the ocean, and over that way is where we saw Antigua and Guatemala City. There's a volcano. All right, we're leaving base camp now and heading back. It's a little bittersweet. Can't wait to take a shower, but I love being out here, so. Got a couple dogs up ahead. I don't know how well you can see them, but one's carrying a breakfast burrito and the other one's trying to take it from him. That looks tasty. Did you lose your friend? Huh? Did you lose your friend? Oh, yeah, you are. Hey, pups. I wonder if they're gonna follow us all the way down. All right, we're back in the foggy area. It's crazy how quickly the temperature can change. Got up to 66 at base camp, and now it's like 54, actually 51. So got cold real quick. All right, we're coming up to that lunch spot we were at yesterday. Might grab some orange juice or something. Yesterday coming down these up these switchbacks is brutal. Coming down's just have to not slip and fall on your ass, but we were taking a break every like 20-30 steps or so because I'm not used to this altitude, so my heart was beating so hard, but we made it. Following a parade of people. I'll be slipping. Alright, we're in the final stretch here. We're about 10 minutes from where we're gonna hop in the shuttle and head back to Antigua. So it's pretty dusty in this last bit here, but got the face masks helping a little bit, but getting a lot of dust in my eyes. Alright, we're back to the little village that got our rental gear and all that stuff from. It was a great trip. Awesome doing it with my wife Erica, and hopefully we can do some more volcanoes in the future together. Alright, that wraps up this adventure. A little bit different than my typical videos, but it's fun nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Wife and I have a couple more days here in Guatemala. Gonna be doing more traditional vacation stuff, hanging out at resorts and whatnot. Not climbing any more volcanoes or mountains or any of that sort of thing. So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, take care. Thanks.